Hi, Greg.
Hello, David. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, I mean, it's a little late, but still. Happy
Yeah.
New
Well,
Year.
it wouldn't be a new year of 3D Make It without some delays in getting online because of whatever we did over the holiday break to break
Mm-hmm.
our computers.
Yeah, I imaged this sucker like 4 times.
Yeah. So, but yeah, new year. This is the year of changes for 3D Make It. We're going to kind of change things up a
Changes.
little bit here and there.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of talked about it in the fall, and so we're gonna in the next couple weeks start, or in the next couple of weeks phasing it in, start kind of doing that stuff. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to be clear, good changes.
Oh yeah. Change is always good, right?
Well, I mean, like, what if, like, imagine that you're like the changes instead of driving to work, you have to scoot like a doggy would. You
That doesn't
know,
sound fun.
that's not
That
fun.
doesn't that doesn't sound fun. No.
I
But
don't like that idea.
we are live, and welcome back for one more year, and thanks to all the Patreons out there who are there. We're going to start implementing the changes there as well. So opening up the Discord and whatnot for the public and whatnot. I haven't had a chance to look at that, but it'll be pretty straightforward, I think. So
Yeah, and I can maybe even do uh stuff right
stuff and
now.
things.
Right now with that. Sorry, I was just setting up the other one thing I missed.
So Ray's in chat. Earth 2 and Beyond just showed up. Hey. And yeah. So yeah, a little delayed, but
Uh,
that's normal for first stream of the year kind of thing.
uh,
And
uh,
how was your holidays, sir?
holidays were good, I think.
Yeah.
Stupid new YouTube names. Yeah. Okay, what was I forget what was your old YouTube username? Holidays were fine, yeah. I played a lot with the new K2 Pro. I learned
Yeah.
some very valuable lessons about the K2 Pro.
About
Um,
selecting materials,
uh
possibly.
well, that and they're heavy.
Oh yes, they are heavy. Well, and
Very
the plus
heavy.
is even heavier.
No, actually, they're the same weight.
What?
Yep.
Well, they're both heavy.
They're really heavy.
They really
It
should. You should have two people to move them.
You really should, because they are heavy.
Yeah.
Like to a scale that's uncomfortable. And then Greg got a new thing on the
Yeah.
holidays
So
and he's pointing it.
so um a gentleman we know used to service these and help support them and whatnot. It it's the H2D before the H2D was a thing. It's got let's see if I can show that off a bit. Of course it doesn't want to. There we go. It's got dual nozzle, and let's see if it shows up on camera if I do the thing.
What
This
thing?
nozzle goes up and down, just like the H2D. See how it drops and goes up?
Vaguely.
So yeah. So it's kind of interesting.
Vague.
It was running Cloud OS. I've converted it to Clipper. Um I had some teething pains to start with. This was a really bad benchy. It ended up being mostly the extruder was wrong, so it greatly improved.
Mm-hmm.
But the pi stopped communicating. So I think
The
I
pie
have
stopped pieing.
yeah, I think I have a power issue where the smooth, because this has a smoothie board in it. It's if there's like a fluctuation, like a heater comes on or whatever, it draws, instead of drawing extra power out of the main power supply, it tries to draw it out of the 5 volt. And so because the Pi is connected via USB, it tries to draw it from the Pi, and then it, like, the Pi goes, "Ah," and
Hmm?
stops. So
It's like, no,
I just
sir.
have to
No.
I have to do the little trick where you block the voltage pins on the connector between the 2 boards, and then hopefully that'll correct that issue. I did add, another, source to the Pi. I did the accelerometer just to kinda get some extra stuff on here, so that added a bit to the 5 volt load of the Pi. So I'm wondering if I just need to maybe disconnect that once I do my calibration so it's not drawing power. But yeah, so I've been having fun clipperizing a Kodak printer.
It's a Kodak moment. You've been doing that with a few
Yeah, I got
um
another printer in the back there. It's which I've got Clipper on it, and it's running, and I've got the finally got the kinematics working, because that one, the kinematics are, this one's Core XY, so it was pretty straightforward.
mhm.
The other one is hybrid Core XY. So one axis is Core XY and the other axis is just Y.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
so in order to move the head, you have to, the kinematics are just kind of weird. And so I finally got it to the point where I got that moving correctly, so it
Yeah.
would home and whatnot. Um, but the print head on that thing, um, I don't know why I've gotten all these dual head devices. So I mocked up, um, so I could put it into Fusion, so I could redesign. This is the carriage. It was aluminum, and I just mocked it up in PLA so that I
Mhm.
could play with it. So I've been kind of playing with that one, just trying to redesign it so that I could actually make it print again,
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
with Clipper. And that one, it does have linear rails, which is quite nice. Like, it moves, the movement is very smooth on that one and very solid,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have a heated bed,
Hmm. Wah,
which
wah,
is,
wah.
like, it comes with these things. They're heavy aluminum,
Yeah.
but but they've got this weird coating on it. And apparently, like, they used to print, like, ABS and nylon on it, no problem. So that's kind of interesting. It's enclosed and everything, but it wasn't heated.
Yeah.
Hey, someone just showed up.
He's been waiting for a while. Just one
Yeah,
sec, Ray. I have to get you onto the stream
One sec, Ray. We'll get you there.
because I definitely remember how I did that before.
You made a scene, I think.
Mm-hmm. Copy Raymond. They can hear you now. You can be the ghost from the corner.
Oh, you don't just have a new scene?
I do, but his video's not in there yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm.
click.
And what? It did the same thing that it took away Greg.
That's okay. You got to readjust us. It's all good.
Now Ray's on the stream and Greg is not. Suckers.
Well, they can hear me though. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
How you doing, Ray?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good, good. So you had a good holiday season?
Yeah, I only had a few days off.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
I
guess
had to work all the days, so yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Did you get together with some family and all that jazz?
Just the kids on Christmas Day.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, we had a fairly low key Christmas again, kids mostly, and
Okay.
yeah, my parents came down from Calgary though, my mom and my stepdad, so that was kind of nice. So yeah,
Uh-oh. This is
I
worse.
don't like uh-ohs.
Greg's coming. Greg's audio is coming in twice.
uh-oh. Now
Yeah.
everyone's echoey.
Just you. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
There. Okay, close that. Greg is no
He-
longer on the stream.
yeah. So, did you see this thing's kind of odd, eh? This came out in like 2013, and it's got a pie, the smoothie board. It's got all
You know
eat.
we can't see that, right?
Yeah, I get. Well, they can't. Yeah, yeah. Well, but it was on the video earlier.
Now
but-
they can.
Okay.
And they can hear us.
well, okay.
Bonus. We're back.
If you say so, because all I see is you and Ray on the screen on the top right. So.
Yeah, that's all
Whoa.
I see too.
Why are you guys? Hold on, jeez. The guy forgets
No,
to click the transition
still-
button once, and you blame
There you go.
him.
Ta-da!
But yeah, it's kind of funny because like really, it's a Core XY. The one nozzle moves up and down. It runs Clipper now. It's besides it not being direct drive, it's almost all the same specs as the H2D. Just really not more jankily put together.
Very old. Does that one have a heated bed?
It does. It does have a heated bed. I don't like that it has a 12 volt power supply though. I would have preferred a 24 volt, but
Unfortunately, I don't.
it was
think
2013.
It was 2013. I don't
They
think
didn't
there's
know
any
better.
discounts coming for a Snap Maker on the stream today. In fact, I can guarantee there's no discount codes coming for Snap Makers. Sorry.
None of us have a snap maker, so I don't know. Ray, do you have a snap maker?
No.
No,
I think
none of us
they're
do.
referring to the Snap Maker U1 too. I know, right? I want a code. If I had a code, I'd give a code.
Well, we have the U1 at the shop. We just got it in on Thursday. I got no box.
Are you
Oh,
actually
yeah?
carrying them there now? Or is it,
No, we're not necessarily carrying them. We always buy one of the newer printers to see if it is worth carrying or it's not.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to make sure, does it actually do what they say, and is it going to be something consumers are going to, can you support it, and would consumers even like it?
Exactly. With that, and
Yeah.
how many parts do we need to fix it?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and with this one, if the rumor mills on the Reddits are correct, you need to carry lots of parts. Lots of parts. Apparently, the docking isn't very good right now. Apparently,
I
kinda
think those
crashes.
that's one of those things that's very difficult, with that. Like, even just on this one, all you have to do is move to the left or move all the way the one direction to cause the nozzle switch, right, to the tool change and whatnot. So very much like the H2D, like it and whatnot. But having a mechanical mechanism that goes and has to latch and whatnot, and I know they use magnets and some other things, but like that has to be pretty precise. Is if for some reason something gets jarred while it's printing and misaligns that, if it wasn't like secure enough, that's going to be a pain. That was the original problem on the Prusa. Was it Prusa XL, the big one with the tool changer?
Yeah.
They had a lot of issues dialing that in.
They still do. It's getting better, but like when the original Prusa one came out, it was still like it was almost like build your own experience.
Choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I still think the index style with the inductive heating and whatnot has the, in my opinion, it seems to have the best chance of working because it has the least kind of mechanical movements and stuff. It just sits in its dock. You grab it and go. You grab it by just pushing on it, right? And there's just a simple eject mechanism. That's it. There's not like gears that have to latch and a whole bunch of other fancy stuff. And whereas the bamboo, you've got the whole system that has to move up and down, and then it sticks up the nozzle, then it grabs it, and it, there's so many more complex parts that if some PLA gets down into a gear or whatever the mechanism is, I can see that potentially being more of a problem. Whereas simplify, keeping the KISS method, right? Keep it
Yeah.
simple, stupid, right? Like that. I think that's what they were looking for when they kind of did the index. And so I think that's why in my opinion, it might have an advantage.
The Voron one that people have designed for that is just like that. It goes in, grabs it, comes back out. There's no up and down, nothing like that.
Is that using index or is that using something else? Is that a proprietary Voron thing?
No. From what I understand, you can put it on multiple printers, put it wherever you want.
But is it using index or is it using a Voron system?
Use an index, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, index looks pretty good, but I agree. Like Snapmaker, in theory, I don't know how they came in at that price for one thing.
It's pretty
But
impressive that they came in at that
Yeah.
price.
because it's not like even like it's not like it's a slouch size of a printer either. It's a decent print bed, right? Like, and
What's the size? Is it just 256 kind of, or 300 or something like that, or
I'm not too sure.
I'm on it.
because
It's just
I
a
mean,
really long page to scroll.
for most people, I do think like the 250 range is pretty good because most of the things we print are with can easily fit on a bed like that. Now, is it nice to have the capability
270.
for the one or two offs that you need, like 350, 400 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome for sure. But the amount of times you print that large is only a handful, at least in my
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. The biggest printer I have at home is a 300.
Mhm.
Everything else, if I need to print bigger, I just go to the shop and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still print multiple things on your bed and whatnot if you
Yeah.
do, and fill it to the max and print away. Um, yeah, maybe you have to do 1.5 beds instead of one bed,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Exactly.
So it's not the end of the world if you're printing multiple things if it's slightly smaller. Now, if it's only 200 or 150 or something, okay, that might be getting a little small,
Yeah.
but
It's it the majority of like my prototyping parts are little, but
mhm,
like I did utilize the 300 by 300 on the K2 Pro a couple times over the holidays. I needed to print like I printed a little riser for my Stream Decks so that they would sit nicely on top of the monitor instead of like
mhm.
just throwing in and all over the place.
How big's the plus?
Plus 350, I want to say. K2 Plus is 350.
350. Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Okay. So it goes. So it's like 256 ish, 300, and then 350. Is that kind of the sizing
mm,
Pretty close.
ranges?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the first it's 260, I think.
Okay, yeah,
but
256, 260, whatever. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
they don't want to be exactly like someone else, right? They got to make their own number.
yeah, heaven forbid we have universal 3D printing parts,
Yeah, like
to
you
make our
can't,
lives better.
yeah, it'd be nice if you could swap the bed or from here to here, but whatever.
It's funny because that the Snapmaker U1, even though it has all the tool changing stuff, the weight of the printer is only 20 kilos. So like it's pretty light compared to those other
This
bigger frames.
this thing this thing's got to weigh about as much as the plus, because it's freaking, like, it doesn't look it. It's friggin' heavy. Like, it's steel frame, and then they have these plastic kind of molded covers all over the place, but it's
Mhm.
solid steel. It is way heavier than you think. It's I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's no big deal. You put it in my car, I get home, I go to grab it. Holy, I was not expecting it to be as heavy as it was. Yeah.
I have a Mamoru bot that's like that too.
Yeah.
The whole frame is all steel. There's no plastic on it.
Oh, is
Right.
that
Yeah.
the smaller Mamoru bot?
Yeah,
Like,
the small one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I brought this one to home and had to get it downstairs, I used the slide technique. Just got in front of it and YOLO'd it down the stairs without lifting. I'm like, I can't pick that up. That would wreck me.
So
Even
I
though we
don't
just
know.
own them in trucks.
I don't know if you guys want to talk. I threw a couple of stuff in the show notes, uh,
I
of
don't
some
have
topic
those anymore because
that
they're
you
not
don't have
shared
it.
with my account.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
you deleted the one account, which was fine. And then I don't think Raven's ever seen them. So you could just bring up the
Yeah.
topics. We don't need to see them.
okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
so I can share my screen. Just hold
Can you?
on.
We've talked
Well,
about this.
in theory, I can. Whether
Oh, no.
whether it works in practice, we will. We had it
We'll find
working at
out.
one point.
Well, like it works fine. It's just, is it 20 minutes of work to get it working fine this time? Or
Well, I could.
no, it's fine. No, that's the wrong one. This is it. Did it? Okay, hold on.
That's not it.
It is it, but the problem is it's not there. Let's delete all of this. And then I need to add ma-
So,
whoa.
so this isn't new, but
You're not up yet.
it
Hold on.
I know, but I'm just prepping everyone. This isn't new, but I thought it was pretty interesting, what the gentleman has done.
Uh-huh.
And the printer itself that we're going to see isn't necessarily the interesting thing to me. The interesting thing to me is what he did to support the printer. So, what
I'm almost there.
I know.
It's true. Your true friends, when they show up to move a printer to your basement, deserve pizza.
Especially when they're that heavy.
I had to move a deep freeze to my basement too recently, and that was something fantastic.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Okay, we have everybody but me.
All right.
I did it.
So, this gentleman modified a Voron printer and added 2 more accesses. So it's a 5-axis 3D printer. So it's kind of neat. It's but what really I thought was really cool, because everyone probably has seen 5-axis CNC machines and whatnot. Like, it just switches your plane and then you start printing on that plane and whatnot. So you can do much more complex shapes and whatnot. But he's actually made a slicer to slice on a 5-axis. Like, he wrote it from
Really?
scratch. And then he open sourced it. So that is what I find more fascinating, is he spent the time so that other people can utilize this. And you can see he chooses the areas that he wants the plane to switch and
Mhm.
start printing and whatnot, so you can print fairly complex shapes now, and it'll rotate around, and you just start printing at that section. So it's actually
That's
kind of
pretty cool.
pretty cool. So I don't know, um again, you still have your layer lines and whatnot, like it doesn't stop, shearing at a layer level, but it does allow you to print very um complex shapes with zero support, which I thought was fascinating. What are you
That,
guys' thoughts?
well, yeah, that's cool. We've seen it before, like the 5-axis, but not at the home brewed level.
Right. And that's
Um,
what was cool, is like, so to support it, he designed this, because, like, yeah, okay, you can make a 5-axis, you can do the kinematics and everything, but you need software to be able to support something like this,
you
right?
know,
And so
that's
he's
pretty
open sourced the
ambitious.
software so that
Fractal
it,
Cortex.
it you know sorry, what was that, David?
I was just saying it's called Fractal Cortex.
Yes.
Cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fractal cortex.
I'm also looking it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty cool and the guys, like, he has the open source files for the printer as well. He's put out a few videos on how it works and how to align it and all that. So here's his video here.
Hmm.
So
That's
it,
exactly
it
how I thought he was gonna look too, just to be clear.
it popped up in my feed the other day, and I watched it and I was like, oh, this is sweet. Like, this is like, he just took, like a Voron design and then customized it and whatnot. So I thought that was really cool. So I just thought, it'd be cool to, what you guys think. Do we need other accesses on a 3D printer? We can go back to just the three of us if you want, David.
Oh, tell me what to do.
I'm
Okay.
impressed. I'm impressed that he actually designed software to go with it.
Right.
I was
and
trying to
and that's
see if he had like used
that's
bamboo
kind
or
of what.
something as a jumping point
No,
orca.
so he talks about it in his video. So he he was thinking about doing that sort of thing, but then he was like, none of them kind of really um did exactly what he's looking for. So
Mm.
he used mostly Python, and he has all the libraries and everything in there. But yeah, he did it all in Python and then open sourced it and whatnot. So it can do 3-axis or 5-axis. You can toggle between slicing and whatnot. I mean, this is a very early days slicer, right? Because, like, this, I'm sure he's had a few iterations on it, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that he went, that far, that he made the actual slicer. I think, because if you want innovation, you need the software support.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's interesting too, because if you look at like the printer, he used like a round build plate in the center of a square so that it had enough clearance in
Mm-hmm.
that rectangle to move that head around. Like we've seen this tooling a lot in like CNC milling.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
this isn't, it's never been I guess like lots, was it 2 years ago, non-planar 3D printing was this is gonna revolutionize everything. But like
Yeah,
this
and
actually could
he talked
revolutionize stuff.
so he talked about the non-planar stuff too in his video. So if you guys want to watch that, it's worth a watch. But he explained how the big problem with the non-planar stuff was you needed a super long nozzle that was really thin to be able to kind of reach down and move in the motion over your model, because you print your model and then you have to go back and kind of go up and down over top of it to do the non-planar stuff. Whereas his design, he put the if you looked at the printer there, it had the nozzle at kind of the back behind the gantry instead of in front like we're used to. And that way when he tilted the bed, then the nozzle could be as close as possible to the build plate. So when you do your model and whatnot, you're always going to be able to reach where your model is. So
Yeah.
it was pretty interesting that he took that approach to it. So he could, and then it's just a standard E3 V6 with a volcano nozzle, just so you can melt the material.
Who I believe is Gary makes a good point. But like he says, I'm surprised there isn't a patent on this, and I'm surprised nobody sued him. And patents are fun that way because there very
Yep.
well could be, and they just haven't seen this thing yet, right? Because
Yeah.
It's
like
that's possible.
the
you know.
patent enforcement is 100% on the person who owns the patent, which means they
Mhm.
have to have people like watching the industry and
Mhm.
like stuff like this. It's really neat, really cool, but it's also it's one of these things that could fly under the radar because he's
Mhm.
not a big company. He's
For
just
sure.
a kid in his basement.
Well, he's
Um,
more than a kid. He's an engineer. He's
well,
been
okay, a person in his basement.
yeah.
He's younger than I am, which makes him a kid.
He's you're a kid.
That's my philosophy too.
I mean, I am kid like in some occasions. Uh,
Let me ask your wife; she'll tell me.
I'm a kid.
She calls him a kid too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's but like yeah, like bringing that to market it would be you would need the development life cycle that always seems to happen. One company's king of the world, and then like you have like what happened with bamboo, and then everybody's
yeah.
like, oh, that's a neat idea.
I like that he took the Voron route, whereas he developed it and got it to the maturity of working, and utilized like other open source hardware to get to this point, and then made the proper software tool to make it happen. So you can, you know, I it it's not for everyone, but eventually, like if it does take off and people really start developing for it, I could see like, Orca or Prusa or someone incorporating this if they think it's relevant
Mm-hmm.
into their browser, or sorry, slicer, and then all of a sudden, we'll have 5-axis capable, bamboo and Orca and everything else,
Yeah.
very soon after. But I think you have to hit the critical point at some point. But someone has to see this and say, "Oh, that's the next thing," kind of thing. But right now we're on multi-tool switching,
Yeah.
multicolor. Right, that's the big next thing that they're maturing now. So this might be after that.
So there is a
But
U.S. patent
oh, you
for
found
this.
something?
Yeah. So there is a patent for this exact project. It's not his patent. Mitsubishi owns it.
And it hasn't expired. It's current.
So it did expire in 2017, at which point
Okay.
they paid again, and it's active till 2034.
Oh, interesting.
So it is patented, and I think I know why, because like Mitsubishi does have that robot arm that they're so
Yeah.
proudly
Yeah.
using.
For
They
welding and
probably
stuff like that.
yeah. So
Yeah,
they're like,
like
we'll just buy that up. So yeah, like, and the actual patent's title is like method for an apparatus to 5D 3D print, and it's legitimate, like the circle plate with the with the frame,
yeah.
and all the engineering diagrams. So somebody looks like they own a patent for it. So,
Yeah.
but again,
But if he didn't do exactly the same as that patent, if it's similar but not the same, then that he might not get sued. Right? They could say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
you
know. I'm
can't."
not a lawyer that way. I just know there's a
Yeah.
patent.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of interesting to see what happens. I
Because
know
like
there's a
patents
bunch of other
involve a
3D.
process too, right? Like
Mhm,
like the
right?
physical. So it's not just, but like again, not a lawyer. Don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was really cool, and so it was
Yeah.
worth kind of talking about and seeing, because I wasn't sure if either of you had seen it, because it came out, and like I think the video just popped in my feed like a couple days ago. He put an extended length one, but the article was out in August. So, but it's one of those things. Sometimes they fly under the radar, and you don't find them until later.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. The
I hadn't
comments.
seen it yet.
No, I hadn't seen it yet either. The comment we got in the chat is like, I wouldn't doubt Bamboo Labs or Creality are already working on one, and
yeah,
probably.
maybe.
I mean, but it comes down to efficiency for a home user, and we see that right now with the AMS.
Mhm.
For multicolor printing, is it the best way to do it to save the most material? No, categorically
But
no. But is it the
is it the
easiest way to?
coolest?
Yeah, you get to multicolor 3D print at home now easily and cheaply. The Snapmaker U1 is coming for that market.
Yeah.
But we'll see
Oh,
what happens because,
and Index also, like it's going to be coming for that market too, hopefully.
but like as far as efficiency goes, if you're smart about how you're printing and what you're printing, the AMS actually and CFS and all the other Cobra ones, I can't remember all of them, but like they are efficient enough
Hmm.
for home users,
Yeah.
I
right?
agree.
So it's like um there's
And
advantages, but
we were doing multicolor prior to this. We just had to throw in a
But
pause and change it, and
uh,
the filament and whatnot. Is it as cool multicolor? No,
no.
seamless multicolor where you're mixed multicolor in the same layer. That's really, you can get some pretty amazing stuff out of it. This this I can really see, um for people who, like, let's say you do have a 5-axis CNC machine, right, and you're doing multiple stuff. Well, if you could 3D print your design just to see if it's viable without all the supports and this and that, like, and whatnot, like, that's pretty cool. That you could probably reduce your print time quite a bit by printing it without supports, right?
Mhm.
So I just thought it was really quite cool. So I thought that was
Oh yeah, it is like it is neat for sure.
yeah.
kind of
It's
reminds me of the
innovation.
Mission Impossible.
The
Mm-hmm.
Mission
You know,
Impossible.
yeah, where he makes the mask,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
3D
yeah,
prints the mask.
yeah, yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
about that, and then all of a sudden, like, bam, memories. I think I forget who it was. A couple of years back that built one, and they're like, "It's neat, but I can't finish it." Uh,
I can't finish it.
yeah, it was a YouTuber guy, and he's like, "There's just I don't want to finish it because the efficiency's not there."
Right.
I don't know if it was like a Stefan or somebody, but um,
I know Stefan played with non-planar on a couple of and stuff, and he did a interesting video on it.
mhm.
So it would be cool if he would, like, kind of do an analysis of it, just kind of see if this is, if this is the answer to non-planar 3D printing, like a
Yeah.
5-axis.
Well, I think it can add strength into your print where it's lacking, right? Because right now you might be printing along a shear line of what you're
Mhm.
actually trying to design and just hoping, where this could turn it on its head and then the shear line could go the other way, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true.
after.
And depending on the slicing, because you can like rotate and move it and do everything, it is probably possible that you could incorporate some non-planar into this, because
Mhm.
you can move your model so many different directions and whatnot, that it is probably possible to not have like as long and thin a head as you required with non-planar to do
Mhm.
similar movements, because you're not having to move like a whole bulky head. Like you can more move the model rather than the head, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it might be possible to do, like you said, to reinforce it by having the material both directions, kind of thing, or 3 directions, 5 directions, whatever,
Yeah.
to really in the walls to strengthen it. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It is cool.
So the possibilities, I like the fact that, you know, this once more people are exposed to it, could inspire someone else to be like, hey, that fits the niche, but if you just did this, right, and then boom, they come up with another iteration of it. So
It
yeah.
looks like Co-Print is at it as well with it's not IDEX, but it's not like the U1 Core XY. They're doing like this weird IDEX thing with 2 heads on either side. Then you can
Oh yeah.
switch to the forward. I'm like, wow, that's over engineering at its finest.
Yeah. Well, I
Like
mean,
it's
people have been trying to do multi-material, not just multicolor, multi-material for a long time. You know, that's why, you know, the Prusas and the snap makers, or the E3D tool changer, right? Um,
Yeah.
or or whatever, you make one, you know, if you're not going to contaminate the head with, when you're switching material and whatnot, and there's less purging and whatnot, you can do some pretty interesting thing, like Bamboo's talking about, you know, people printing their own shoes and stuff. And Proper Printing just put out a video where he because a year ago he printed shoes and then walked around Formnext or whatever, and so then he did another set of shoes, but he basically redid a Core L, and redid and put his printing nozzles on it so that he could print um very flexible TPU on it and whatnot,
Mhm.
because the regular one couldn't even, I can't remember what the shear was on it, but it was, or the shore, but it was really like it was like Ninja Flex kind of thing. Like
Uh,
you'd pull it and it was like super,
spaghetti.
but it was really cool. Like the texture he used to do the one part was infill. He used infill as his material so that he could get breathability, but it was all connected. It was, I don't know if you guys have seen that video, but if you're, he does some kind of
yeah.
neat stuff. Proper Printing.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of his videos.
Yeah, he did the car wheel, right, in the past that he
Right.
Yeah.
did, and he's
Then
done.
a foldable ender.
Yeah, they printed a
Yeah.
kayak on a treadmill.
I love that.
Kayak on a treadmill.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. They converted a treadmill into a belt printer, and they printed a kayak that they actually used.
Huh.
Some people have too much time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it was
gentlemen,
it's cool. Like, it's cool stuff. So
it is neat.
yeah.
I think it's that time of day that we bid a sorrowful farewell.
Yes, sorry about starting late, guys. We'll have. I'm gonna get my OBS set up so that if we do streams where, it's just me and someone else, and or me and David, and I'm running the stream, that it'll actually work.
I can just export mine and send them. But
Yeah, I may get you to do that, and then I can just change all the inputs and stuff. So
truth. But Again, thanks for everything, for following, sharing, subscribing.
Thanks, Ray, for joining us.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ray,
no
for
problem.
coming. And then we will see you all next week.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.